Hey guys. So this is my channel introductory. I feel a little bit nervous making this because it kind of hurts my feelings while I'm making it, but then I think part of, this is, that's, I guess, part of the experience of making this because it just is going to hurt. Um, I've been playing poker like since I was like 11 years old. Like I fell in love with poker a really long time ago. I've had like a lot of YouTube channels with like thousands of subscribers and I've like destroyed them because it really hurts because I feel like I literally am such a cunt and I don't even know what I'm talking about. Like, and I still don't. And this is why I'm coming on this channel to say I still don't know what I'm talking about. And this is like not good for the algorithm. It's not good for the YouTube channel. But like I want to say like this is the introduction of the YouTube channel. I'm not a master. I am a human being who's trying to survive in the world. I'm a chimpanzee. I exist. I'm alive. I'm here with you, right? And I'm trying to figure this thing out. I'm not like trying to position myself in a place of superiority. I'm really ignorant. And I cry about my ignorance a lot. Like, I really don't know. Okay, but I have been making a living from poker for a long time. Okay, that's one thing I do know. And another thing I do know is that it's really hard, and I've been really suicidal, and I really hated it at many points, and I really didn't want to live, and it really hurts. And somehow, like, I just love this game a lot. And I don't really want to cry in a fucking intro channel. That's so gay. But I love poker a lot. And I feel like there's a lot of things, like, when I was starting to learn poker when I was really young that like I wish like I just knew that there was like a mathematical structure to how poker worked. I used to listen to like Kurt Cobain, Nirvana, and it was like, yeah. But like as I've gotten older and I listen to Mozart, it's like it makes sense. There's like something going on that like makes sense. And I didn't realize that like poker would have been a lot easier a long time ago if I realized that there was like a mathematical structure underneath that I could have like sort of understood. And I feel like I've had like many YouTube channels and I destroyed them because like I felt like really shit about myself because I felt like god damn it I was like saying this is the truth, this is whatever. I had like a lot of students, man, and I just felt really stupid about myself because I felt like god damn I'm such a fucking liar, like to myself, not even to other people. Like I'm pretty genuinely honest with other people, but like I know I'm full of shit myself, and that hurts. But then also I want to be seen because I think something like when I was a kid, like I didn't really get validation from people around me. I think like my parents, like my family didn't really see me in the way that I wanted to be seen. So I still had this egoic need to like be in the world and be seen as good enough. Somehow that still exists within me. And I don't want to deny that to myself, even though I do know that it's egoic. And I know that this kind of like a weird introduction to the channel, but I basically want this channel to be like I hope it's not about my ego, obviously. I hope that it's about, like, I want it to be a resource that any, like, new person to the game can come and be like, oh, there's a mathematical structure to the game, and there's something deeper than just trying to win the hand, than just trying to look cool. But there's like, oh, what is Kobe Bryant doing when he's doing his footwork? What is Mozart doing when he's starting to understand scales? He wasn't memorizing songs. What is going on when Vincent van Gogh is just looking at the sun for hours? Or Vincent van Gogh didn't even sell any paintings in his whole life. Mozart died when he was so young. These are the people that I cherish and I love, and I am not going to come close to these people. Linus Love understands structure better than anybody else. People are saying Prodigy is better than Linus Love. I'm sorry, I'm not going to make a comparison. I think that idea of comparison in and of itself is generally stupid, but Linus Love is a timeless Mozart. Linus Love is a timeless Beethoven. He's beyond, okay, because he understands what's like really what's happening. I didn't want to go deeper into that because also these other people they understand poker well, but it's I'm not saying in superiority. I'm just saying they're looking at the game differently. And my heart, I love Linus Love. I know I probably will never even come close to understanding like these people do, but at least as a fan of the game, I'm someone that looks and I say, God damn. When I watch these people, when I watch like Linus Love play, I'm like, damn, that made sense. Like, not like I understand it, but it makes sense from the perspective of like, oh, you're not just trying to do some crazy like trick, but you're like, you're not easy. I can't just figure out what you're doing, but you're just playing mathematically in a way that's really hard. Like that makes sense to me, even though it's painful to me. You know, this channel, I'm trying to sort of give the tools to. This is really is for my younger self because I basically cried and said, "God damn it! I wish I had someone fucking tell me." Because I've gone through so many coaches that have been so full of shit and hurt my feelings so goddamn much, and I'm not blaming them. That's not their fault. This is we're all in this together. There's no one that's not in this together. You know, we're all doing, we've all fucking done terrible things, had horrible things happen to us, dealing with the tragedy of being born and dealing with the tragedy that we're going to die. You know, it fucking sucks and it's painful. It's really gay to like make an introductory thing where you're trying to be honest, but then you're just fucking crying. That's super gay. It's kind of funny too to call it gay because like also I actually like a lot of my friends are homosexual because I just think they have way less ego. They're way easier to talk to and be friendly with. Whereas a lot of my friends that are male and they're not gay, they're like too masculine and they're just like they want to be superior. So I actually like gay people more. So that's, I don't even know why I would frame it as an insult. I think it's because when I was in school, people said like, "Oh, gay is a bad thing." So then somehow I'm judging myself and calling like crying gay. I don't really know why. I guess this is just conditioning from when you're a kid. You kind of like repeat the same patterns or whatever. But the point is that this channel, like, I mean, I used to like play a lot of poker. I've been playing mid stakes for a long time, and I've had successes. I've had bankroll busts. I've had fucking a lot of shit, and I've had a lot of difficulties. And then for 2 or 3 years, I actually quit, and I was meditating for like 2 years, just trying to figure out like the whole. I don't want to sound weird because I fucking like literally feel like I sound weird, but like, I was trying to find the enlightenment thing, right? And like then I was like, trying to like figure a lot of shit out. And I did like figure something out that like basically I'm not my thoughts, and then like I kind of went deeper, and then it hurt a lot, and then I cried, and I literally cried every single day for at least a year, probably more than that, because I just realized like this whole thing I'm living is a lie. This whole dream, pretending to be a person in society, pretending to be moral, pretending to be nice, all this bullshit, it's all a lie. Like, I just want to do what the fuck I want to do. And mostly what I want to do is, like, have some woman that loves me, and have my son that I love, and fucking, like, not some woman, my woman, And also, I want to love my son, not some son. But, like, I want to do that, and then I want to understand poker. I really want to understand poker, and I fucking don't understand that well, and it really hurts when I see people like Linus Love play it. I'm like, damn, man, this motherfucker didn't even want to be recognized. He tried to stay anonymous. Like, this guy is my inspiration, just like Mozart is some people's inspiration, just like Kobe Bryant is some people's inspiration. Linus Love is like my inspiration, and he's been like that. And I know I was watching Tom Dwan and I was watching Phil Ivey, and Tom Dwan understood some things mathematically that people did not understand. He was not just an aggressive, crazy guy. He understood structure, right? So, but Linus is when you look at how he plays, like since he was playing, I mean, True Teller, OTB, Kadia, like since these days where he was just like he took out the best of the best. You have to understand, like I am coming from like a time where like this motherfucker came from nowhere, and he's still the best. Obviously, he's still the best. I mean, people are saying like people don't really understand how strategy works. I'm not saying that Linus is wrong, but Linus is like a Mozart. He's not just like trying to outsmart you in one hand and trick you. We're going to see who's the best in 50 years. It's going to be very clear. And I'm not saying someone is superior or whatever. You could have someone that understands structure and they may actually not be like the most famous pianist. It doesn't really matter. We're not, and the whole entire idea of superiority, inferiority, doesn't matter. But the point is that I love basically the way that Linus Love approaches it. I'm a very big fan of him. He's made me cry a lot because when I watch hands, I'm like, damn, man, it's really hard to play against you, man. You make it really hard to figure out what's going on. You make it really hard to analyze you and then fucking out trick you. And I just have infinite respect for this dude. Because no matter who's seeing him from what perspective in whatever world, it's going to be very hard to freaking beat him. In 1,000 years, it's going to be hard to be more intelligent than this guy. Okay, but if you look at someone like Prodigy, someone could study Prodigy and someone would figure out how to beat him. Not that hard. And I'm not saying that Prodigy wouldn't be able to out trick that guy that figures it out, but it's different, and I totally infinitely respect Prodigy, just as intelligent. It's just like he's more like a Kurt Cobain. Linus Love is more like a Mozart. Maybe even you could say that Prodigy is more like a Jimi Hendrix, right? But these are different, and there's not even the idea of superiority, inferiority. It's really, really stupid. Davy Jones, unbelievably intelligent, master, magnificent. These people are all playing different instruments, right? But my point is that like this channel, I want to be able to work on the fundamentals, the foundations. For if I was like starting at 25 and L and I wanted to get better, starting at 2 and L, starting at poker, I would want someone to hold my hand and say, hey, we're going to do this together. This channel is to go deeper into strategy. But this introduction is not about me, but it's when I see a lot of poker channels, I'm making this because when I have seen a lot of poker channels in the past, I always, and when I, excuse me, forget about the other ones. When I've made poker channels in the past, I've hated myself because I feel like I'm saying, I know the answer, this is what to do, or da da da. But whenever you give an answer, obviously that answer can be beaten with a counter answer. Then that counter can be beaten with another counter. And I'm not saying that I don't want to talk in those terms, but I want to use some sort of framework that's timeless, that can help people actually understand how the game works from the ground up. And I understand that there are some people that are going to want tricks, and there's some people that are going to want to look at hand histories and own people, and that's fucking awesome, by the way. Like when I was playing basketball, dude, sometimes I just want to do some crazy ass trick shot and be like, yo, what's up? And that's cool, man. And there's nothing wrong with that. Actually, I think that's way cooler, and I wish I could fucking do that with poker. But the thing is, like, I just am not that smart. Some people are literally they have such a high IQ that they can do that, but I'm not one of those people. Like I've been a mid stakes player for a long time, and I've struggled at even making a living sometimes. Really struggled. And I'm not saying it's only because of playing. It's more like I don't want to wake up and I kind of just want to die because it's really shitty to wake up and then not have your girlfriend love you. Your mom has suffered. Your kid is hurting. Life is fucking painful. And it's just like, God damn, what the fuck is the point of being alive anymore? This is shitty. So I'm not saying it's just like poker's the difficulty. I think my ego is the difficulty, but like I'm trying to work through the trauma of the self, the identity, the this me, whatever it is that I am, that I identify with. And I don't want to pretend that I know anything. If anything that I say on this channel comes out, then it should be destroyed. Everything I say should actually be questioned. It should not be believed in. Because the point of when you're playing poker is you're not trying to believe in an idea, you're trying to understand what's underneath it. Like Richard Feynman is not going to come and make a YouTube channel and say, I'm an idiot for 15 minutes probably, and I feel really stupid to do this. But at the same time, because I've made many YouTube channels in the past and just like deleted them after thousands of subscribers. I mean, I had over 1,000 videos across multiple channels, and I've just deleted them all because I felt like so stupid. So I feel like if I actually make the first video saying I'm an idiot to begin with and telling a little bit about my story and just saying, yo, I'm a fucking idiot. I don't know anything, but I'm trying to understand. And I know that I do have a little bit of knowledge. I mean, I can talk to you about game theory concepts all day long. I can talk to you about why things happen with language, no problem. But obviously, I'm not playing high stakes. So it makes me wonder if I'm that good. Well, I don't think I'm that good. I would consider myself not to be that good unless I'm actually playing very high stakes. But just because a music teacher is not, Mozart doesn't mean that he's not able to, I guess, share some things that he's learned about music. And because of my ego, my self judgment, I'm like, God damn it, I should never share anything because I'm fucking so ignorant. And and then I fucking just it's true, but also I think it's very ugly the way that I've kind of talked in other times where I'm not like being that honest. I'm not like, honestly, I don't always understand, but this is kind of what I do. The truth is that I'm fucking just a dumbass, and I don't even know if I'm going to be able to play poker in 20 years. Who knows? I don't even know if I'll have the skill. I have no idea. I mean, I hope, I pray to God, if I'm lucky enough that I'll be able to play this game and retire from it, I will be the luckiest man on earth because I love this game with all my heart. And I'd rather be a homeless person trying than like doing anything else. I love this game and I fucking want to understand how this game works. I just want to understand how this game works. I just want to get better every single day. And I'm fucking not that good. So we're going to try to talk about fundamentals on this channel. I mean, I know this channel is probably going to be mastery driven, but I'm not a master. But I'm a student that's trying to master the game, right? So I'm not an authority. I'm a student working and sharing my experience. I'm not a coach. I hate teachers. I fucking hate teachers, and there's nothing wrong with teachers. They're playing a good role. It's not like I'm superior because I don't like a teacher. It's just that when I was a kid, a lot of teachers hurt my feelings because I had ADHD and I had a lot of shit, and they were like, oh, blah, blah. And I was like, yo, fuck you. Like, let's fight. What are you talking about? Don't hurt my feelings. I just wanted you to love me, teacher, and you're like, like you're shaming me. Like, why do you have to be such a dick? I just wanted your love. Why do you have to, like, act like you want something in order to talk to me when I just wanted your validation? That really hurt. And that's what I've experienced from a lot of different poker teachers, a lot of different people. And like, I want this to be a thing where like my younger self can go back and be like, oh yeah, that was a good thing that you did making that channel. It's good that you destroyed all your other videos and you started being more honest. That you took down all your other YouTubes and you made a new one and you just started with pure honesty. Like, you don't know what's going on. You've not always been successful. You've played mid stakes a lot. You've played like way too high against really good players and lost a lot of money and been an absolute idiot. Me. I started playing this poker game in boarding school when I was like 12 years old. They brought it on a casino night, and I fell in love with this game. It's like, God damn, man. There's this Russian kid named Artur that we used to take money to. I was in this boarding school, this one boarding school for 4 years. There's another one that I got kicked out of, basically. I got kicked out of a couple of them. But we used to play with this Russian guy named Artur, and he would beat us all the time. And I was like, this motherfucker is cheating us. And it's like, God damn, man. No, he wasn't. He just understood the game. I fell in love with this game. I was playing it whenever I had like a vacation. Every single, like, I stole my mom's credit card, which I'm really ashamed to fucking say. It's so sad that the one person that loved me, I was really shitty too. I borrowed a lot of money from my mom to be able to like play poker. Like, I did a lot of fucked up shit, man. And like manipulated her and lied to her, like, oh, like give me money to play poker, and then fucking lose it, and a lot of shit. My family, I like really I mean, it's not that I lied. I maybe was delusional actually about my skill level, and I probably am still delusional about my skill level. But just a lot of fucking stupid shit that I've been through in this thing, and like, I really don't like my old poker channels where I'm kind of like a bit fake, where I'm like presenting myself as like, this is what you do to beat this stake. But like, motherfucker, I'm not being human. Like, I feel like I need to be human, and it's fine to talk in that way, but I want to just like be. I want this channel to be human. You know, this is my love for whatever, and I feel like. I mean, I don't even know what my love for life, for you, for me. I don't even know what I am. I don't know what we are. I don't understand. But I'm trying to understand what this experience called life is. I'm trying to understand. It's painful. I didn't really like it that much most of the time, but I know that like when I look at poker, I feel like, damn, I love it. I love poker. It makes me feel not lonely. It makes me feel like I have a reason to wake up. And I know that's probably my ego. It's some identity. I'm a chimpanzee that fell in love with a little game, and now I'm just dreaming about my little game and not dealing with reality. Probably. But dude, we are such fucking genius intellectual people. We were just in the jungle 50,000 years ago being eaten by predators. Only 30,000 years ago we started farming, and now, I mean, look at us. We're not like other animals. We actually can think about things that are not in front of us, predict reality so complex that we can play this game called poker. So it feels like a disrespect to the universe to not talk out loud and be honest. I feel like a lot of my old poker channels were really dishonest. And I hate that. And when I say dishonest, they were kind of like, if you do this, then that, if this and that. It's all bullshit. I don't fucking understand. If I knew that, then I would be playing high stakes. And even if I played high stakes, there might be super genius aliens out there that fucking come to Earth that beat me. Obviously, that's not going to happen, but you get the idea that you never know. Okay? You get the idea. I mean, the alien shit is not going to happen, but like, you get the idea that you can't know. You can't like put yourself in that position, and it's ugly to put yourself in that position. It's ugly to have viewers listen to you from that position, and I feel much more comfortable creating an introduction like this where I say I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I'm gonna try my best, and we're gonna see what happens. And this might be a way worse YouTube channel than my other ones. I might like the other ones. I had a lot of success. This one I might have terrible, like no success, because I might just be too honest. And it might be that humans don't like honesty. I really have no idea. That's very possible. And if that's the case, I will cry my tears about the fact that I didn't get the validation that I didn't want, or that I wanted, because I wanted to prove to my mom and to my dad and my aunt and my teachers that they were wrong and that I was good enough. And this is what I'm trying to seek through this. I mean, I didn't really know. Maybe I'll have to, or maybe it will do amazing, and then I'll realize it actually was never about them, and I just had to love myself to begin with, and then I'll realize that, oh, I have everything I want on the outside, but I still hate myself. Maybe I have to go deeper. And that's probably what I'll have to do anyways, is I'll probably have to go deeper in meditation in myself and try to understand my own experience. But that hurts, man. It hurts to know yourself. It hurts to sit with yourself alone for hours and to just feel your body. It sucks. It's lonely. It hurts. So I'm doing something else because I don't want to die into my aloneness yet. If I ever do, I don't know if I ever will want to because that fucking idea sucks. So yeah, this is the channel. I love you all. I'm sorry if I'm ignorant. I'm sorry if I'm not a good teacher. I really would not even trust me as far as authority about poker knowledge is concerned or anything. I'm an ignorant human being, but I'm going to try to do my best. And I also am kind of making this because when I'm speaking, I will probably presume a sort of role. Not like it's a role, but when I'm talking, I'm going to kind of speak with authority. So this whole entire thing, I don't want to have to write footnotes whenever I'm like making a video. I want to say, but this, but that, but that. I'm just going to say what I think. But this is going to be like the introduction that don't listen to what the fuck I'm saying. I'm ignorant, but I'm still going to say what I think. Because then I'll speak very freely in how I think, and I won't judge myself. And I think that it's necessary that I make this video. It's not for you, but it's actually for me. It makes me feel like I'll be able to make better future content, even though I think this is kind of like a weird introduction video, and I'm judging myself a lot. And I don't like myself for making this fucking dumbass introduction video, crying on video, telling you that I fucking stole from my mom like many times to play poker. I didn't want to fucking say that in public. I don't want my kid to know that. I mean, maybe I should. Maybe I should let him know. Maybe my ego doesn't want to let my kids see the truth. Maybe our kids want honesty from us, and they don't want some fake person. But I was taught that if I was honest, then I would be punished when I was a kid. So I became a fucking pretender in order to survive. And now I realize that being a pretender, I don't fucking like myself very much. So I'm trying to be more honest, but I don't fucking know how that's gonna work. Anyways, I love you guys. A lot. I love you guys and I love poker. And it's given the ability to like literally keep existing in the world without having to like do slave labor for other people, man. I'm really lucky. I'm really lucky that I don't have to like go to McDonald's because I'm not that fucking smart, man. I'm not that fucking smart, but like I just fell in love with the game when I was really young. I just thought it was really cool to like bluff people. I thought like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking bluff you and I'm gonna fucking beat you and yeah, I'm owning you and like that somehow turned into me being able to make a living. Like this egotistical asshole for however many years is like now able to make a living. And like I feel like I wish my younger self knew that there was a much easier way to do it. Like I could have just understood the math and like why things are happening from first principle and it wouldn't have been so fucking hard and I wouldn't have wanted to fucking commit suicide every single fucking day for years and deal with all this horrible shit. It would have been easier. I mean, I'm already fucking 30 something years old, man. It fucking hurts. It's like. And actually, I'm only starting to play poker again because I was playing and I was winning and I was having a fucking hard time, man. I just thought I should just kill myself. Who gives a fuck if I win? Because I'm not happy. So then I went and meditated for multiple years and I really like tried to figure out what was going on. And then I had this thing that like I thought there was going to be this amazing enlightenment thing. I read a lot about enlightenment. I did a lot of like I thought it was all bullshit first. Then I read and I was like, okay, well they actually what they're saying intellectually makes sense. I'll keep looking. And then I did all the methods that they said to have this self-realization enlightenment. And then it fucking happened. I just fucking cried and cried and cried every day about that this whole thing. I didn't need to fight against myself the whole time. I could have just loved myself and there was no one else that was fighting me except for me. And all this self-judgment has been me the whole time. That's all the enlightenment thing was to realize that I was judging myself. And if other people judge me, it doesn't really matter. But I don't even have enough self-love for myself to be able to deal with that, right? And I had to go in meditation, try to figure that out, and I still don't. I had this realization that whatever, if you get into it, then you get into it. It doesn't really matter. That's not even the point. It's not some. It doesn't really matter. The point is that you're like kind of learning to not judge yourself. That's the whole point of this entire thing, and poker gives us a really good opportunity to learn about ourselves, learn about our conditioning, learn about our childhoods, our parents, our children. Poker's a really good teacher because it doesn't reward politics. It doesn't reward like lies. It's like in school, man, you could like manipulate your teacher. You could tell whatever story, so you're not going to be like hurt or punished or hit or whatever the case is. But in poker, it's like if you're lying to yourself, you're the one that's going to get hurt. And I've seen the lies that I tell myself over and over again, and it fucking hurts, man. It hurts a lot. I'm just really grateful that like humans before me like actually like invented poker, and that like somehow there are people like that there are people that love poker so much that they're even not even professional, they're willing to play because they love it. And then from them I'm able to make my living. And I'm really grateful that other people like if I had a job and I could play poker, of course I would support the professionals as well. But I'm really grateful that there are people that are so in love with poker that are recreational that literally make it possible that I don't have to go and work at Mickey D's because they're a lot fucking smarter than me, man. I would probably fucking work at McDonald's or Pizza Hut. I mean, I do like making pizza. I don't want to work at Pizza Hut, but I wouldn't mind making pizza or something. But like, I wouldn't want to be trapped in a job that I didn't enjoy. And I'm very freaking lucky I'm very grateful for the entire poker ecosystem. And I mean, I used to even like talk badly about recreational players because I was so insecure. I felt like I needed to be superior to someone because I was bullied a lot when I was a kid and made to feel inferior and taught you're not good enough. So I had to keep this big bad persona that I was like cool, that I was a badass or something. But but then I fucking realized, oh, it's not really like that. That's not really what's the truth is. It's like it's really about myself. It's really about understanding what I'm afraid of. And it's really about facing my fears. That's what poker's a really good medium for that, and it allows me to get my food, my water, put money in the bank to be able to pay the electric bill, to be able to, uh, hopefully educate my son if his family ever gives me custody, which I don't want to get into on this channel, but that really kills me. But anyways, I love my son so much, and I hope that he knows I love him. I love him so much. And I've not been the best father, I've not been the best son, I've not been the best boyfriend. I've definitely not been a very good poker teacher to my students because I like didn't understand that they're human and that they have feelings, and like we just need to understand each other and not like try to prove anything one way or another. Like it just like I don't know. Anyways, I love you all, and this is the introduction video. And we'll see you in some videos when we start making strategy content. That's what I love. I don't like making these videos. This shit fucking hurts my ego to cry on video. I'd much rather just be like, this is what's going on. But in order for me to feel like this is an honest channel, I feel like I have to start with this. So sorry, I keep saying that, but I'm judging myself. So I'll just yeah. Love you guys.